Icosa staking. And Icosa staking earns yield in both Hedron and Icosa. And so the APRs for each of these tokens are calculated differently. The Icosa APR is calculated as the daily burn of Hedron divided by the T-share rate. So again, that is similar to the pure Hedron staking. It's the exact same function. And then the Hedron APR is a function of all of the Hedron advanced from the HSI cells to the smart contract. So if you remember, the HSI contract the HSI contract takes an advance on all of the Icosa smart contract takes an advance on all of the HSI sent to it. But now you have this pool of Hedron from the advances. When you stake your Icosa, you get some of that Hedron because 100% of it is distributed to Icosa stakers. And so this is really cool because before, the only way to the only way to obtain Hedron outside of market buying it was to stake Hex. And so now we have a different way of obtaining Hedron trustlessly outside of just buying it off the market, which I think conceptually is pretty cool. Now, there's also minimum stake lengths with the same parameters as the Hedron staking, but there's no volume bonus for this. So everybody, the Hedron is distributed equally across all players or across all tokens staked, but you still have to lock up your coins according to how much of the Icosa you own relative to the entire system. So yeah, like this chart says, you stake Icosa, it should be an A there. You earn Hedron, and then you also earn Icosa. Now, there are some other staking rules that apply to both pools that are going to be important to consider. So the first is each wallet that you have, and by each wallet, I mean each separate set of private keys, so not a new public address created by the same set of private keys. You get one stake per wallet. You cannot create multiple stakes within the same wallet. Now, you are able to add new funds, either Hedron or Icosa, to each of the pools. Oh, sorry, let me backtrack for a second. One stake per wallet, per staking pool. So you can have one Hedron stake, one Icosa stake. And you can add new funds to those pools at any times, but there are stipulations to that. So first, of course, your staker league is recalculated. So if you move up from a dolphin to a shark, shark to a whale, then you get that bonus that's associated with that staker class. However, your minimum stake length is also changed. So you would be locking up your points for longer if you cross that threshold. As well, your stake length is reset to day 0. So it's as if you restake. And so you aren't going to be able to claim your principal or your rewards until that timer is up. Now but your coins are locked, but they're not hard locked. There is emergency end staking available. Now, if you do this, you will lose some of your principal and the interest if the stake is ended before the lockup period is over. And these penalties scale with the length of the stake. So the more days you serve, the less penalties to your principal and interest that you're going to accrue. I don't think there are any details on the exact penalty structure quite yet, but Icosa has its own truth engine as well. For Hedron, the penalties that so for the interest that you would have accrued, when those penalties are taken out of your yield and your principal, these are obviously coins that now exist, and so those are going to be distributed back to the staker pools. So for the Hedron penalties, 50% will be burned, which, don't forget, that is part of the function of Icosa that's able to be minted. So more Icosa will be minted this way. And then 50% is distributed to the Icosa stakers. And then for Icosa penalties, 100% is distributed to both the Hedron and Icosa stakers. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We all, just as in Hex, that the people who honor their commitment to the system get the benefit of those who did not honor their commitment. We also have a similar kind of concept going on with Icosa.